I think we made some significant progress here this year so far in the committee, and I commend the chairman and the ranking member for working with us to do that. We are no longer in a position where we just can add new programs. And we're no longer in a position, in my opinion, where we can just say such sums that are necessary, or we'll just get the money from somewhere. Our country's in a dire fiscal straits. If no one understands that, they haven't been paying attention to what's happening, not just here, but worldwide. And therefore, we have to be, I think, very prudent in terms of going forward with new programs and how they are paid for. I have suggested sort of a triage proposal here, which we demand of the agencies and any of us that are proposing new programs to demonstrate that why this is absolutely essential for the federal government to be involved in this particular program at this particular cost, and separate that from the nice to do or like to do, but no longer have the money to do. And then separate those two from the, this no longer is effective or justified on the basis of the cost versus the benefit. And that triage is what triaging is what I think we're going to have to continue to do as we move forward if we're going to ever get a handle on runaway spending that simply continues to put us in dire fiscal situation relative to our deficit and interest payments on the debt that we have to borrow to cover those costs. And so I do want to make sure that I'm recorded as opposing 1108 for the reasons that I've stated, and also 1142. I just don't think we have the luxury of saying we'll get the money somewhere, so let's get a program on the books and somehow push it through. Now, our committee, I think, hopefully our staff and together we can work to identify those things that perhaps I'm sure in almost every case, the intention was good. It sounded good, it looked like on paper. But with proper oversight and proper examination of how it's played out and how it's worked, we come to the realization that this doesn't fall in that category of being absolutely essential. So I hope we can continue to do that. I'm going to continue to oppose programs that are new programs without sufficient cost offsets and what fall in the category of absolutely necessary going forward given our current financial